Look at that place. It's amazing. Welcome back. We're back again. The North Sea Observatory. That's where I finished off the other day. And this is where I'm going to start off today. Tide's well out. Look at the side. Look how that tide goes out. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Monday, the 31st of March, 2025. Had some fun on the way here. You don't really need to know about that though. Let's just go back over here. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know whose idea it was to build that, but it was a good idea, wasn't it? Isn't it beautiful? Let's get to the end of this water. I'm going to fill my tubes up with water in the first 10 minutes. So I've just come over. I don't know if it's just starting to come back in or not. It's a long way out there, isn't it? It's surprising how far it goes out. So, starting to get to the end of it. I don't think we'll get all the way today because it's a long way to walk back and I ain't really got that much time today. Managed to have a collision with a motorbike on the way here. Just overtook a car and hit the side of the car. So we're a bit later than thought. It's one of them. At least he wasn't injured, that's the main thing. Apart from a few bruises and a bruise to his pride. A nice guy. Jumped out of the car, patted him on the shoulder. I said the first thing, there's no animosity. Let's sort it out and crack on. And that's the way we did it, like two polite gentlemen. Even offered to escort him home because he was a senior gentleman. You see these people, don't you? Have a bit of a fender bender. Stood at the side of the road screaming and shouting. Is that going to fix your car? Anyway, have a look at me. Got the sunglasses on. The sun's in front of me. It's a beautiful day. It's about 8 degrees, I think it is. 10 degrees, 12 degrees. I can't remember. It's been one of them mornings. Let me off, why don't you? So we're just leaving, as I said, the observatory at Chapel St Leonard's. I think it's the beginning of Chapel St Leonard's. I'm going to walk up, do a couple of miles and do a couple of miles back again, see where it takes us. Hopefully the face track's enabled and I won't just give you a full look at my chest. Look at that though. It's the sort of thing you see abroad, isn't it really? Beautiful sandy beach. So apparently it's Easter very soon, so the kids pack up this weekend. So this area is going to be pretty busy for the next 2 weeks. I'm probably not going to even come out here because it just gets so busy up here. We were here the other week and Skegness was rammed, so we'll probably finish it off in a few weeks' time after Easter when all the kids have gone back to school. Hopefully we'll manage to get here without any more altercations. I've always said if you ride round far enough you're going to meet something in the end. So that's my story of a Monday. Fairly hard sand just here, so we'll have a walk up the beach, come back down the path. Might even do a live stream in a minute. Not if you'll know about that, because the live stream will go up before the video. You can see how far it goes out, because that's the outfall just there. It's the end of the outfall. And when the tide comes in, that'll be completely submerged nearly up to the top of that pole just there. There's a bit of wind, a little bit of breeze. I've just got the drone up over the top of the... No, I didn't actually put it over the top of the observatory. But the way the camera is, It actually looks like you've flown over the top of the observatory because it sort of zooms out. Obviously I won't fly over the top of there. There's a coast guard in there and I don't want to annoy him. I checked drone assist before I did it. And there's an amber warning which is only a cautionary. It says watch out for kite flying. So I can't see any kites, so I think we're alright. I might actually get up to Ingoldmells, to be honest, we'll see. Those, if you can see, I struggle to see the viewfinder because the sun's on it. Over there, that's the... Is it Pleasure Island? I think it is, not to do theme parks anymore. We went round all the ones in Florida. And most of the other ones pale in insignificance after we've been round there. So it sort of puts you off it. Take you around and have a look at the outfall. It's not windy, there's just like a sea breeze. Really light sea breeze. Hopefully this microphone's doing its stuff because it's pretty good. Let's have a look over here. Ooh, it's getting a bit soft. I don't want to end up with a boot full. Oh, there you go. That's what it looks like. So as you can see, it gets all the way over the top of that. Danger, deep water. Not as deep as that water just there though, is it? Really? No. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know anything about this place because I don't think I've ever been in my life. Mainly when you take your kids to the seaside, you'll either take them to Skegness, Mablethorpe, Cleethorpe, blah blah. You never think of going to the ones in between. I don't know if you can see those houses over there. They're beautiful, aren't they? That massive one there. It's probably a hotel or something. Only guessing. May not be a hotel. May just be a nice house. And I think all the way up from here, you can actually walk up a path. But while this sand's still pretty sturdy, I'll walk up here because it's a bit more fun. Now, right near the wind turbines now, you can see that we're actually getting lined up with the wind turbines, which is the view I've been after for a while. I think you can, I think you could see Skegness Pier from here, to be honest, as well. But probably not with the camera, because the zoom's not that good. It's not too bad, especially if you've got your glasses on, you can actually work it. The air's nice and fresh as well, it's lovely. It's not cold, it's no gloves. Well, it's not warm. Still got that cold tinge to it. It's very beautiful. A beautiful day. Absolutely glorious. So I was messing about with my Apple Watch the other day on that last video, and you presume when you do that it upsets the film, so I'm moving my hand from left to right to look at my watch. Obviously you forget with this, it's got a gimbal on it, so it doesn't actually do it. It doesn't mess up the video. Forget how good my own camera is. Still making my nose run. Right, face track enabled. The reason I keep saying that is because this camera locks onto your face. So you can do that, or that, and it'll follow you about, which is really handy when you can't see the screen, especially when you've got your sunglasses on. Obviously, if you move it too far away, it won't do it, because it can't see you. So, bit of information in the middle of the video. Obviously I started doing this in November. I've been to Mablethorpe numerous times, and then I've gradually walked down from Mablethorpe to where we are now. So it's took sort of since November. Some weeks I haven't been, most weeks I have been, but I've just done it in stages. Obviously the car's there, so you've got to walk back, and so on and so forth. So, but some people won't know. There's a lot of people on here that actually follow me on other social media, and I've done for a while. But sadly, my daughter's got stage 4 cancer. Started off in her breast while she was pregnant with my youngest granddaughter. So she had a mastectomy, and then went on to find out it's gone to her lungs, so she's stage 4. So initially, a charity called Mummy's Star were the first people to help her out. I won't go through what they did for her because I'm not exactly sure, but they're actually the only charity in the UK that specialise in looking after families of women who are pregnant when they find out they get cancer, or within a year of giving birth. Marvellous charity. And they also raise awareness to the fact that if a lady's slightly older when she has a baby and she gets a lump in her breast, don't allow the doctors to brush it off. Actually push them and go and get it checked out in the proper way. The hospitals want you to go and have it checked out, and you really need to do that, because sometimes these tumours are getting missed, and so breast cancer gets a chance to get old. My daughter actually went to the doctors 3 months before, and she said, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's just milk." And so she went away happy in her pregnancy, thinking, "Oh, it's all right, it's just milk." And then all of a sudden, tumour doubles in size. She went back to the doctor, "So you need to get that checked out straight away." Well, you've got 3 months more of a chance, haven't you? So that's what the Mummy's Star are doing. I think actually the guy that founded it, he's lost his wife to breast cancer under a similar situation. So what I propose to do, I think it's about either 16 or 18 miles from Mablethorpe. If you walk down the beach or down the beachfront, it's about 16, 18 miles from Mablethorpe to Skegness. That's what I'm going to do on the 2nd of June. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We start off at 8 o'clock in the morning outside the Crazy Golf at Mablethorpe, and I'm going to walk all the way to Skegness. Now, if you want to come, if you want to get involved, I've already got a couple of people that got a caravan in Mablethorpe, and they're going to join me for part of the way. The only thing is, it's not really suitable for people with restricted mobility, because there's quite a lot of areas that are just sand. But if you want to walk a bit of it, or walk all of it, or walk none of it, it's just up to you. Obviously, I'll put GoFundMe. I'll put it in the description at the bottom, as well as my email address. And if you want to get in touch, you can. Or if you want to have a look about what Mummy's Star do for people, you can also look at that. Obviously, no pressure. If you haven't got any money, please don't put anything in. If you've got a little bit left and you want to put it in, put it in. It's not about that. It's not about raise as much as you can and become famous. I set it at 500 quid because GoFundMe said that would be a good thing. Originally I was going to set it at 200 quid, but I think we've actually gone past £200 now anyway, so that would have been pointless, wouldn't it? So if you're interested in taking part in the walk, even if you want to do it for a different charity, it doesn't matter. If you just want to meet up and have a wander, it should be a good thing. I don't know how long it'll take to do 18 miles. So to some people they run further than that. But you've got to remember I'm a 58-year-old guy who's just sort of starting to get some exercise again. So I'm not really up to running marathons. I just thought I could do this. I say whatever it makes, whoever it gets up to, day or two after we've done it, I'll just send them that. It's actually in their name anyway, so no money goes to me at all. I'm not dealing with the money at all. It's between GoFundMe and Mummy Star. So there you are. Just one thing though, if you do decide to donate, they do stick their own charge on. If you click through a few little bits, you better take that off. They do take a little bit out the sum at the end, so I think they've had enough. They don't need some off you as well. The guy put £10 in last night, they charged me £11.75. So I say if you just go click through a few bits, you can take the £1.75 off yourself. I'm all for supporting people that support you, but sometimes but the thing is, GoFundMe is really, really easy for people to join up. They did one for my daughter when she was first poorly. She's got 4 kids, and people basically changed their life by putting money in and give a chance to visit friends in Australia and stuff like that. Anyway, there'll be more about that in future weeks. I just thought today I'd just mention what's happening. So it's about 18 mile. I should imagine I'll be getting a taxi back there. I don't think I can do 36 in a day. I should imagine by the time I get there I'll be not doing too well myself, to be honest. This is gorgeous down here. Have a look. So the most important thing is, please, whatever you do, do not put any money into that if you can't afford it. Times are hard at the minute. People's mortgages have gone up. They're struggling themselves. But what you could do if you want to is share it out. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, why not join in and subscribe? Because no doubt we'll be doing something on that day. Probably live or recorded. Look at this, like being in the desert. Welcome to Maspalomas. It's gorgeous today. It's given a good week this week. Guarantee Easter Monday we'll be ploughing it down with rain. As it has done for many a year. This sand is pretty solid just here. It's like walking on concrete, which is always a bonus. Can't show you many waves today because they're a long way out. As I said in videos before, the only thing about walking down the sandbanks is every now and again you get to it and it's 4 foot deep at the end of it. You have to walk all the way back and come back. So I tend not to. You need wellies on for that job. Let's go down a bit nearer the sea. Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it lovely? It's got a joystick on this camera and I rarely use it. Because I always think if you just do that, it gives a chance for it to do it itself, and it does it in sort of slow motion anyway. When you start messing with the joystick, you always press it the wrong way. Some more wooden trees down here. I wonder where they come from. I wonder if they come out of the outfall. So we'll walk back up that up the path on the way back. I walked down here, was it Wednesday? So I came out Wednesday and walked down there on Wednesday, and oh my life, when I got up the next morning the ankles were dropping off. I must be a lot fitter than I was though in November, because I've never walked a mile for years. But I've lost a bit of weight, mainly off my chin, down to about 2 instead of 5. So it's all for the good. What's it telling me? I'm off to a great start. Start? What do you mean start? So that's a long way back. When this comes up here, that's well deep, isn't it? Because it's wet up to here. So it comes all the way from there, around there, and that's where it must have been this morning, because it's wet. That's a lot of water, isn't it? I don't know if they've opened this theme park yet, whether it's just open at weekends or whether it doesn't open yet for a bit. Excuse my sniffing. It's the North Sea sinus clearer. Don't blame me, blame it. Let's go down a bit because it's gone soft again. This is like tarmac. Here we go. I've been seeing them for weeks now. I don't know if you can actually see. Hold it really, really still. I don't know if you can see that one out there that they're just building. They come with a. It's interesting. Look it on the internet. Just look wind turbine in the sea building or something like that. Google that, and they sail a ship out, and they start building it, and then the ship then clings to the side of the thing, or however, and then goes up right to the top. And so it's the scaffolding and the ship on the way out. When you fly over, if you fly over from Humberside to Schiphol, there's loads of them out in the North Sea. What a cracking idea. I know we've all sort of said what a waste of time, but you've got to have a go, haven't you? If they're actually generating power using the wind, then if it's viable, let's have a go. Just nobody wanted them in there next to their house, did they really? Apparently it's pylons next. Not in my backyard. They look nice surrounding the Houses of Parliament, wouldn't they? Get a couple of them up in central London. Bit of a shock last week. I actually went to, I didn't even go to central London, I only went to Hornchurch. £17.90 ULEZ. See, £200 a year road tax, all the fuel, tax on the fuel, and then they want 17 quid to go pick somebody up in Hornchurch. Nice. Just keep paying and then pay some more. Well, would you believe it, I've done that thing again. I've just walked an awful long way without pressing the camera. I was just showing people. I was actually just showing myself. I've just walked down there for 15 minutes without pressing the button. So that's where it was this morning, where I'm stood now. That's where the sea comes up to. And that's where it is now. That's some depth, isn't it? That's a lot of water. Ooh. So I was walking down there, and that guy's insurance company rang up. Bless him. So it's put me off. Look at that. I'm presuming that's what's come off that boat. It's that melted plastic. There's quite a lot of it further up on that other beach. Oh. So hopefully, I don't know how much we've got on there. We should have enough to make a video. So what I was saying was, is Ingoldmells one of those places that just keeps looking the same distance from where you are now, and you never actually get there? Is it like an oasis? Is that what they call it in the desert? And it disappears as you get nearer to it. Oof. So, just in case it ain't on that last bit of video, because I ain't got 20 minutes to go back and see what I've said. If you're sat in your house looking at Instagram with all the people posing, TikTok, everybody showing you how much money they've got, Twitter or X to show you how bad the world is, and you're not doing too well yourself, pop yourself outside and go for a walk. See how you feel when you get back. The thing is, you don't need negativity, do you, in your life? And some people thrive on making themselves feel better than you. It's the only way they can get going. Here's another surprising thing. Ingoldmells, everybody calls it Ingoldmells. When you try and spell it, it's Ingoldmells. So if you try and Google it, don't do what I did. Look at them there. If we're level with them now, when we set off from Mablethorpe, ages and ages ago, they were just a thing in the distance. And now they're actually there. We've gone past some of them. I feel like Lawrence of Arabia. And the fact that my name's not Lawrence and we're not in Arabia. Oh, don't think we're far off. There we go. Face track enabled. Yeah, you can see Pleasure Island here, really close. Can't see it moving around, so it's probably not open yet. Unless it's just open at weekend. I suppose we've got Easter coming up. And all these car parks, as you get further down the coast, they want to get paid from Good Friday onwards. So that must be basically when the early season starts. I wonder what that was then. A broken sunglass lens arm. Here we go. We enabled. We are. So it, every now and again, if you move it too far down, it loses track of you, and it can't deal with that because it's the screen's small and the lights on it. I can't see it. Some dog walkers up there. I'm keeping up with them. Right, let me have a look. There's the rise up, getting closer. So we're nearly there. Time to turn around and go back. It'll be fabulous. Oof. Hopefully I've not been gasping all the way here. I move the microphone down a bit so you can't hear me gasping, but then it makes it. Sometimes if you don't speak really loud, the microphone doesn't pick it up. And you have to turn it up in the editing software, which makes it hiss. I tell you what, let's go. I think I've got past the dog walkers. They're walking down tarmac. There we go. Starting to leak again. When I stop, I'm going to be on full leak. I did it the other day. I went in that place at Underby Creek, and all of a sudden, as soon as I sat down, it's like the heavens had opened and it just poured out of me. This bloke says, "Are you alright?" I said, "I'm just chilling, mate, just chilling." So just a reminder, if you're interested in doing something like this with me, on the 2nd of June 2025, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll start off at the Crazy Golf at Mablethorpe and walk to Skegness. If you want to do it for your own charity, start a GoFundMe up for your own charity. Or if you're interested in the charity that I'm doing it for, if you have a look in the description at the bottom, there's a link through to the GoFundMe for Mummy Star. So I'm just trying to think. If you probably understand, I've got a bit on today. Pass a long way off. Look. I thought that was heat haze, it's not, it's sun blowing. So when I come back in a few weeks, I'll park it at Ingoldmells, walk down to Skegness, and then our work here is done until the 2nd of June. I might park the car at home, it's safer. Oh. Right, we'll walk up to this walkway here, and that's probably a good vantage point to get a little bit of footage from the other side. Should make a decent video. That bit of drone footage over the top of that building, beautiful. Can't even leave the bit in where I nearly landed it in the sea. Oh dear. At least I didn't catch it with my hands, did I? So just up there, that's just the end of Ingoldmells. Over there. So we've got as far as that. So when we come back next time, we'll park there and walk further on just Skeggy. Walk back down this path. Here, look. Should be better going than that beach. They're handy, aren't they? Got a disability, you can borrow one of them. I get one of them. I walk down the path. I've got to press the button on my thing, so I don't know how far I've come. Let's have a look at the caravans. It's in there, isn't it? Presume they're all open now because it was open at the beginning of April. Tours are on, look. Oh, that caught me out. Just decided I'd have a walk back up the path. When you get up here, it's up to this bit here, it's all covered in sand. So I'll come back to the beach. So I'll have to make a note of that for the 2nd of June. Walking in soft sand is like a double workout. Trying to drag your feet through it. Go down here a bit, get on some stiffer sand. So it's that hard just here, because obviously it's that deep when the tide comes in. It's really easy to walk on. Wow, there's a dead fish there. Ever have a look at a dead fish? That's beautiful. I don't know what that is. Sadly, it's no longer with us. Should have put a trigger warning on before that, shouldn't I? If you don't like to see dead fish without batter. Like a fish out of water. You can see a lot of caravans in that, so there's a good stretch of caravans all the way up there. And we were just this side of Pleasure Island, Fantasy Island, I can't remember what they call the one at Skegness. There used to be one at Cleethorpes that shut down. So I don't go to theme parks anymore because I'm old. And size of my behind, it won't fit in a roller coaster. It was bad enough when last time I went to Florida. The Americans, there's quite a few larger American people. But my ribs were too big to get in the thing that pulled down. They only cater for, I suppose it was in Florida, they maybe cater for Floridians who are naturally very health conscious and joggy. Because they live in a beautiful area. And it's too warm to eat fatty food. Anyway, I think it's come to that time. I'm going to walk back this little bit on my own, try and collect my thoughts for the day, which, got to be honest, aren't that positive. Yeah, they are. They're good. Got to rise above everything. Thank you very much to the 161 people that are now subscribed, plus the many thousands of people that have viewed. Biggest majority of them aren't subscribed. Thank you very much. If you'd like to, next time you have a look, if you know, why not stick about? There's not even any adverts on this because I've not got any AdSense on this channel, so you ain't got to put up with that. Huge thank you to everybody that interacts with the channel. Shout out to Stu, Run Around Stu. Shout out to Sean, who I finally got his name, even though he wanted to keep it. Shout out to Mike, who's a big mate of mine. Looking forward to seeing him in a couple of weeks. Who else we got? There's other people. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. But it's hard to do it when you're shouting down the camera. Anyway, have a look in the link in the description. It might tell you where, it'll show you that thing about Mummy Star. So if anybody fancies joining in, let me know what you're doing. I'll put my email address in there and get in touch. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.